My name is Kayla Nguyen, and the topic that I chose for this paper is Balancing Respect and Culture Exchange, the debate on Buddhist appropriation. Starting with, the ethical dilemma revolves around whether the adoption and adaptation of Buddhist practices and symbols by non-Buddhists constitute a respectful culture exchange or inappropriate and disrespectful appropriation. In this case, I argue that the appropriation of Buddhist practices by non-Buddhists is unethical as it often leads to misrepresentation and disrespect of the tradition. On the other hand, the opposing view holds that cultural appropriation can actually enhance cultural appreciation and understanding by promoting greater global awareness and personal growth. Here I have reasons that support how cultural appropriation can be seen through uneducated individuals utilizing Buddhist practices, starting with disrespect, which states that appropriating Buddhist practices can show a lack of respect for the tradition's sacredness and significance to Buddhist followers. We have misrepresentation, which states that non practitioners may misinterpret or simplify Buddhist traditions, which can lead to a distorted understanding. There's commercialization, which is basically when when people turn Buddhist symbols and practices into commercial products, which can essentially devalue their spiritual significance. And then there's insensitivity, which is ignoring the cultural and historical context of Buddhism, which can be seen as insensitive to the experiences and beliefs of its followers. Misrepresenting Buddhist teachings can cause stereotypes and misunderstandings, leading to a distorted view of the religion. Inaccurate portrayals can misinform people about the core beliefs and practices of Buddhism, which creates confusion and misconceptions. Widespread misrepresentation may result in individuals forming biased or incorrect judgments about Buddhism, which can later on impact how the religion is perceived in society. When it comes to taking Buddhist practices out of their original context, this can result in a loss of the deep cultural and spiritual significance that they hold. Likewise, when it's removed from their intended setting, these practices may become diluted or distorted, which loses the richness and authenticity of their original purpose. Without understanding the historical and cultural context of Buddhist practices, their true meaning and power can be lost and misunderstood. When it comes to commercializing Buddhism, making Buddha statues and necklaces into commercial products can diminish their sacredness and spiritual value, which reduces them to mere decorative items or fashion accessories. When these symbols are produced for profit, their original meanings and cultural significance can be diluted or overlooked, which emphasizes aesthetics over reverence. The commercialization of these symbols may lead to their superficial use as trendy accessories, which shifts their focus away from their intended spiritual and symbolic importance. Engaging with Buddhist practices without understanding their significance can minimize the importance of their teachings and traditions of the culture. Practicing without proper and prior knowledge may lead to misinterpretations or misrepresentations, which, which shows a disregard for the depth and complexity of the teachings. Respect for the culture and its teachings involves taking the time to really learn and appreciate the context and meaning behind Buddhist practices before engaging with them. On the other hand, the opposing position states that cultural appropriation within Buddhism can actually help spread awareness about the religion and its practices to a wider audience. Engaging with Buddhist practice symbols and practices, even if they aren't fully understood, can actually spark curiosity and lead to further exploration and learning about the culture. By incorporating Buddhist elements into mainstream culture, it could potentially lead to a greater acceptance and understanding of diverse beliefs and traditions. Lastly, supporters of this view believe that culture exchange, even if it's not perfect, can create a sense of interconnectedness and appreciation for different cultures. Here I have four reasonings that support the benefits of cultural appropriation in Buddhism, starting with appreciation, which states that engaging with Buddhist practices can show appreciation for different cultures and their traditions. We have awareness, which states that cultural appropriation in Buddhism can help spread awareness and understanding of the religion to a broader audience. Exchange, which states that facilitates culture exchange, potentially leading to a more interconnected and diverse society. And lastly, we have unity, which states that embracing elements of Buddhism can promote unity and acceptance among people of various backgrounds. When it comes to Rogerian papers, it's important to establish a middle ground because it allows you to acknowledge and validate different viewpoints, which in this case, my middle ground is recognizing the importance of both respecting the origins and meanings of Buddhist practices and appreciating the positive aspects of cultural exchange. By approaching Buddhist traditions with genuine curiosity and respect, it's possible to promote both awareness and understanding while honoring the significance of the culture. In conclusion, by avoiding cultural appropriation, we encourage authentic engagement in learning, which creates a deeper and more genuine understanding of Buddhism and its traditions. Taking a stand against cultural appropriation promotes cultural sensitivity and respect, which helps to build a more inclusive and respectful global community. And that is all. Thank you for listening, and here are my references. Thank you.